listening to Sweep the League.
Hey, this is George Iceman Gervin, and you're listening to Sweep the League Radio.
I believe he should lose his franchise. I mean, it's a
wow.
Yeah, no, I really do, because listen, it's $28 million. It's real money, and if they can prove he did it with the idea of circumventing and paying him, a penalty of losing draft choices isn't a penalty.
Sure.
That means nothing to these guys.
If I'm an owner in the NBA or a team president or a team GM and I wake up and I see this story, I'm thinking to myself, I cannot believe that I have to compete with the sixth richest person in the world and not play by the same set of rules.
So Pablo Torre, a sports investigator, came out with some of the most interesting news that I was not expecting to cover this morning. In a very famous signing in 2019, the Los Angeles Clippers acquired Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. One of the things that was not documented was they used a company named Aspiration. Not only has this company went bankrupt, the U.S. government is in a case right now to declare this company for fraud. What this company did was sign Kawhi Leonard a $28 million endorsement deal to a no-show job, and it was to circumvent the salary cap. I actually really encourage you, if you haven't got a chance, to go check out this interview that this guy did. They have like 3,000 pages and 7 hours of evidence against this case. And now what's super interesting about this whole thing is to see what Adam Silver and
All right, guys, welcome to WTF Wednesday edition of Sweep the League, as my jersey is pretty big tonight, but I am representing the old San Antonio Spurs, the Fiesta look that they had. Those of y'all know I got the James Silas edition jersey, custom made basically by the Spurs. So I'm wearing that tonight. Why? Because a former Spur is going to get cooked on Sweep the League tonight for what was going on in Clipperland. But yeah, tons of stuff on this What the F Wednesday edition of Sweep the League. Rudy Campos Jr., Coach Gio still overseas. Actually, he's on the cruise back to the States, so we'll see him here. Talked to Derek Gervin recently, you guys. He's going to be coming back here very, very soon. So we're going to have the entire crew coming back very, very soon. Jacob and Anthony doing their thing over on Grading the Market. Also, Played the Sith will be back next week with the Sith Lord himself, Elias. Tons of stuff here. Be sure to go to our YouTube page, search Sweep the League TV. Hit that subscribe button. News of the night. I mean, I was planning to come on, kind of shoot the shit with you guys out here about football tomorrow, but Kawhi Leonard, Claw, former San Antonio Spur Finals MVP, former Spur champion, former Toronto champion, Toronto Finals MVP. That Kawhi Leonard in the news, and not because he's missing his 45th game of the year. No, he's in the news because he's doing what he does best, and that's not show up for work with another company, a fake company, a false company. We don't know yet. Details will come out here in just a little bit, but let's get to the comments here. Leha, what is up? Kawhi is a snake. So Leha, you called it. Yeah, you've always said Kawhi is a snake, man, but we're going to get into more of that here in a little bit for you. Shout out to MCS General Contracting. Leha and the boys are the best in the business. Proud sponsors of Sweep the League Network, everything Sweep the League. MCS has got it covered, just like they've got you covered out there, whether you need a driveway patio poured, if you're a business owner and you need a parking lot touch up or just straight put in there, you give the boys over at MCS a call. Leha and the boys will do it right the first time, every time. Backed by Sweep the League 100% of the time, all the time. That's MCS General Contracting, proud sponsors of Sweep the League. Also, we've got another sponsorship announcement that we'll be making later in the week. Shout out to that sponsor. You know who you are. Everybody else will find out who it is here later on in the week, as that announcement will be made probably on Friday. So thank you, everybody, for supporting us here. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing to our YouTube page, Sweep the League TV. Definitely naturally built here at Sweep the League TV. Shout out to Leha, man. What up, Joel Cologne? What is up, Joel? Your Patriots, I'm trying to talk good about them, and I'm kind of leaning more towards talking really good about them. We're going to get more into football talk here. If not tonight, we still got a couple more days before football kicks off. Sadly, tomorrow is the Cowboy and Eagles game. if you're in the survivor type of pool, which I'm actually going to do this year, I don't know if I would touch that Cowboy Eagles game. Everybody's picking the Eagles. I'm picking the Eagles, but I don't know when it comes to survivor. I don't know if I'm picking the Eagles tomorrow. I'm kind of worried about that. This is pretty serious stuff, bro. Total fraud case. Yeah, we're going to get into it right now. Jacob Eric is in here grading the market zone with the clap. I was going to be on, but he forgot his charger. So could always come on by phone, man. Could always come on by phone. Cry harder, Jacob. Shooting up by Leha there. Gonzo not being ready is concerning. Yeah, it is, man. It definitely is concerning for the Patriots. What do we got going, man? I'm trying to see what screen I want to share for you guys first here. We'll just go ahead and share the news that broke early this morning. What was it? Right around, was that almost 6 o'clock in the morning is when this news broke here, and it finally took over here. Pablo Torre talking about Kawhi Leonard. Now, detail-wise, basically it's what it says. Breaking: Kawhi Leonard allegedly signed a $28 million no-show job endorsement deal with a fraudulent tree planting company secretly funded by $50 million from Clippers owner Steve Ballmer. Sources say it was all to circumvent the salary cap. Now, again, more details have come out. Clippers have put out a statement, and, a lot of stuff's been coming out. When we do our reporting, our media stuff here at Sweep the League, we tend to just talk about it without getting into details because we don't have all the details. And I'm going to give my opinion, but again, my opinion is based off of not every fact that's out there. Don't really like to put that shit out there until I have everything laid out in front of me and I know what I'm looking at. Then we give out, the big type of opinions and all this other stuff. But for right now, I'm going to just give you my opinion on the whole Kawhi Leonard thing. And what it comes down to is this. As you heard earlier, you've heard people say that Ballmer should technically lose the team. I've heard people say Ballmer and Leonard should be suspended for an entire season, which really doesn't hurt Kawhi because, he rarely plays an entire season anyway. The thing is that if it's having to do with anything with the salary cap, and of course the Clippers are going to come out and say, no, has nothing to do with the salary cap. Everything's been fine. The NBA is going to come out and, let's just call a spade a spade. The NBA, it's run by a bunch of wimps. They're not going to go out there and they're not going to suspend or, drop the hammer on any of their star players. The NBA is about money. Charles Barkley came out and said NBA is all about money. He's been saying that for a while. A lot of people have too. NBA is all about money. They're not going to come out and suspend Kawhi Leonard, even though he only plays 15 to 25 games a year. Those 15 to 25 games a year, they come at a good time, playoff time, this and that. It's money for the league. You're not going to suspend or, ban Kawhi Leonard because, again, as many bunch of people in San Antonio hate him for what he did and put him through, he makes money still. He brings in revenue. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. Go back to past Sweep the Leagues. I've said Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the league when healthy. The best two-way player in the league when healthy. He really is. Most dominant player on both sides of the court. Of course, it's 30 games a year. But for 30 games a year, he's probably the best player on the court. The league is ran by a bunch of wimps. David Stern running this league, this shit would have been nipped in the bud quick. But I doubt anything really happens. My opinion on this, if it all comes out and it all says, hey, which Kawhi knows, let's not be stupid about it. Kawhi knows what happened. Kawhi knows what was going on. He's not dumb. You might want to blame Uncle Dennis. He may want to say, well, I don't know, my uncle's the one that takes care of stuff. So, you may want to ask him. He knows. He knows where that damn money's coming from. If it all comes out that this was just, whatever, no harm done, okay, fine, whatever, who cares? But there's so much evidence, there's so much shit pointing in the opposite direction. The NBA needs to, and they've said we're not going to open up an investigation unless more comes out. How much more do you effing need to come out? Investigate everything on it. You don't think other owners are not wanting this investigated? And I get it. Hey, Ballmer may not be the only guy that's done this before. There might be other owners out there that have done it before. Now, owners like Peter Holt with the Spurs, kind of hard to do. They don't have the money that Ballmer has. Mark Cuban came out, said he defended Ballmer. I'm going to get into a little bit of that in a little while because I have some thoughts on that. Not about Cuban, but kind of about what was going on with the salary cap thing. Not every owner has the opportunity or has the money to pull shit like this off with their own franchise. So if it all comes out that, it was salary cap driven, this is all fraudulent, circumvent the salary cap, then yeah, I mean, I know from what people have said, guys in local media have posted about it happening before with Joe Smith. It has happened before with Joe Smith back in the day. And it wasn't really, I don't know if it was as serious. I have to do my research on that, but I don't know if it was as serious as this right now. But should Ballmer lose the team? Should he be fined $4.5 million, which to him, that's like $45 for you and I? $4.5 million for us is, that's like $45 in our world for Steve Ballmer. Maybe $400. There's not much. Doesn't affect him. Do you think he should be banned? Do you think he should be forced to sell the team? While other teams have to deal with the salary cap, have to deal with the first apron, the second apron, whatever. If you find a loophole and a way around it, should you be penalized? What do you guys think about Ballmer? That's what I want to know. What do you guys think about Ballmer? Personally, me, find the son of a bitch as much as you want. Let him keep the team. You want to ban him from the arena for a year, from all basketball operations for a year? That's fine by me. What do you want to do with Leonard? Do you suspend Kawhi for a year? Again, he only plays like 30 games, so he would definitely take the extra vacation, the extra year off. He would love it. Of course, it'd be without pay. Well, considering he got damn near tax-free money from a fraudulent company. Who cares? I love the comments coming in because you guys are feeling the exact same way I am on the situation. Kawhi might be the best player in the league when healthy, but he's a piece of shit person. Stillwater runs deep. Always be careful with the quiet ones. Very true. Leha saying that dirty bum. Sweep the league. Hall of Famer from back in the day, The Rock. Rocky Garza commenting now, wow, we got The Rock. A Sweep the League alumnus on to bigger and better things in life. The Rock is in here. Why couldn't the Spurs offer Kawhi a contract and lifetime free groceries to HEB? I'm sure they tried. Opa. I'm sure they tried, Rock. Kawhi lifetime ban. I agree. And that's where I was getting with it. I think the max you would be able to give him, ban the guy for life. I mean, wasn't drug related, wasn't, using steroids, wasn't alcohol abuse. He's not going through the Chris Anderson, the Birdman days. He's not going through, the Roy Tarpley times, guys that have been banned from the NBA. Not going through that. But again, I agree with Leigh on a sense. You ban the guy. But it's hard to prove, because those are my own personal feelings. It's hard to prove anything to give him that kind of punishment. When the U.S. government wants to take a look at this, then it gets serious. Then you get into governmental stuff. But a lifetime ban for Kawhi, if he knew about it, went along for the ride, I mean, sure, why not? But remember, the league is not ran by guys with balls. It's a league ran by guys who are afraid to take action. I hope the league proves me wrong and does something. Bomber sell this team. I mean, that's the harsh part. Yeah, I agree with that. Wait till the feds really start digging. That's what I was talking about. I mean, you're talking about a company that went under, that's already being looked at by the government. They had other guys with Robert Downey Jr. They had, I think, Boston Red Sox were investing in that. I mean, it's just a little fishy, a little crazy shit going on here. Why can't we get some of that free money, huh? I think you spend him half the season and picks deduction. But taking away picks from the Clippers, is that really it's a slap on the wrist? I mean, look at back in the college days. SMU, they got the death penalty for a while there. The college game was able to, have more balls and skin on everything than the pro game. You caught doing wrong back then, you got the fist up the what. Will the league come through and make anything happen? Will they have the balls if it all comes out? And again, we could be bitching about nothing here. Could all be okay. They've got paperwork. They've got receipts. They've got text messages. They've got DMs as everybody's sliding in the DMs. They may have all the proof in the world. NBA, feds, everybody looks at it. Oh, okay. You know what? It checks out. My bad. Jump the gun. Bomber, you're fine. Kawhi, you can get back to your 35 game schedule. Everything's good. We're all good. But we don't know if it's going to get to that point. Banning Bomber from the arena does nothing since he's just the owner and not really involved with the day-to-day operations. Again, that's just certain things that we looked at. And you're right on that. Jacob, hey, whoa. Let's pump the brakes on a ban. I think that's a little bit too harsh, banning him from the league. But I think I would go that far if he plays a part in it. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what the penalty would be, the fair penalty would be, if it comes out that all this is 100% on par and true. I love the comments. Keep them going. Sweep the league por vida, motherfuckers. Exactly. Rock. The alumnus here. I wish I could play your theme song, but we get banned and all that stuff from YouTube, so I can't play the theme song for you, Rock. But I'll just say, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Rock. We'll give you a hell yeah. Eddie the First, what is up, Eddie? Man, welcome back to Sweep the League, man. Appreciate you joining us in tonight. Damn, this city is worse than a scorn ex-girlfriend. F that dude, get over it, San Antonio. I don't give a damn about Kawhi and the San Antonio thing. I mean, he left. Big deal. You know, it's an ex-girlfriend. Like you mentioned, it's just an ex-girlfriend. If you're still caught up on the ex-girlfriend, then shit, man, move on. I wouldn't care less about player than goes for anybody. You know, any player that doesn't want to be here, bye. Laters. Goodbye. Thanks for the memories, if any. Agree with you on that. Rudy, I saw someone mention Joe Smith did something similar. Refresh me if that's true and what happened. I'm not going to pretend to remember it. I know it involved Joe Smith. I want to say it was with the Minnesota Timberwolves as well. I got to get more on that. Once I do, I'll make a quick video for you, Rock. But offhand, on the top of my head, it's been a long day. I'm actually, you know, I still got to clock back into work here in a little while after this. So it's been a long day, man. But I'll make a video on it once I get the Joe Smith going. They're banning players for gambling. Cha-ching. This is much more nefarious. A ban would be warranted. Yeah. See, and that's what I'm saying. I was going to get into the P. Rose thing. I mean, you banned players for gambling with P. Rose way back when. You've got more players now who are using the daily fantasy, Porter's brother. I mean, you've got more players now that are doing the whole, you know, daily betting and all that stuff, kind of rigging that shit. So I think anything to do with anything in these days needs to be looked at as a ban from the league. And what would you guys say? 60-40? If this all comes out and it's all negative and it's all, hey, you know what? Boom, 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 boom. Clippers are at fault. Kawhi knew he's at fault. What are the chances of him getting banned? Are we at 60-40, 50-50, maybe 30% chance that he gets banned, 70% that he doesn't? I just don't know if the league has the balls to ban a player of his stature. And again, I'm not putting him on a pedestal, but you're talking a couple of rings, a couple of finals MVPs. I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's about money. It's always about money in this league. And it's about every league. It's about money. At the end of the day, that's all it is about. He knew about it. He's just good at playing stupid. F him and F Adam Silver. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. Adam Silver, do you have the nuts? Do you have the testicular fortitude to make an example of Kawhi Leonard? If you do, I applaud you on that, man. I really do. But do you have the testicular fortitude to make an example out of Kawhi Leonard if it goes that far? You have to. This is all Uncle Dennis, and everyone knows it.
Can you feel the tension in the air right now? I know I can. I can feel it all the way down in my plums.
You're right, man. Everybody can feel it down in their plums. Uncle Dennis, he's the main guy in a lot of this stuff here. He's doing all the talking because Kawhi is contractually obligated to only say at least 5 words a day. So Uncle Dennis is definitely behind everything of this, man. Shout out to Eddie on that one. Let's be real. The NBA doesn't care about shit. They let women beaters back into the league just like the NFL, as long as they don't gamble. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. The NBA is going to probably sweep it under the rug. Be like, oh, hey, you know what? Okay. It's okay. Just, you know, don't do it again. We didn't find anything wrong. Wink, wink. Just don't do it again. Let's, you know, let's get a real company. You know, hey, Starbucks, you want to sponsor Kawhi Leonard, you know, $10 million. Yeah, you know, legit company, this and that, this and that. I get it. Amen, Leha. What about postseason ban? Well, Clippers are expected to make the postseason. I don't mind a postseason ban, but again, it doesn't really do much for anything if you're banning him in the postseason. I think it's max lifetime. Max. Again, everything comes out, stays true, stays the course. Everything is there. All the evidence is there. Even the feds and government look at this and say, you know what? Yeah, it's wrong. This is all shady shit. Max lifetime ban. That's the max. Give him the death penalty when it comes to playing in the NBA. He's banned. Ballmer, sorry, brother. Sorry, you're gone too. He's not going to care. Steve Ballmer's not going to care. He'll pay, the $45-50 million fine. Sell the team. He's going to get money back in return. You don't give a shit. Just go buy something else. Go buy another team. I still say that they need to make Ballmer pay for Project Marvel. I think that would be perfect. I shit you not, I saw the story break on ESPN followed up by a DraftKings commercial. Oh man. Yeah, that's awesome right there. Coming right back on a DraftKings commercial right after seeing that. Some players about money, some about rings. Great to the market zone, Jacob Eric. I'll say this. Kawhi is all about money, and he's not about rings. I will admit to that. He's definitely not about rings. If he was about rings, he would be playing a whole lot more than what he does.
Nothing for you.
There's no way that he's about rings, man. He's all about money, and he has nothing to do with rings. He's not even trying. He's not even trying anymore to play. That's the tough part about this. I don't think Adam Silver has any kind of nuts. That dude is softer than a one-ply toilet paper.
Give me a hell yeah.
Yeah. That same thing. I don't think he has it in him. He does not have it. He does not have it in him. Joel, that doesn't make sense. One-ply toilet paper isn't soft at all.
What the fuck?
Yo, JC Special Leaf Zone. JC is in here, man. It says, yo, over under on Kawhi Leonard retirement announcement, salary cap death now. Clippers going to get hit hard. NBA move on time. Man, I fucking love that. Pardon my language. I fucking love that. Over and under Kawhi Leonard retirement announcement. If it gets hot in the kitchen, I will say he definitely retires. Salary cap death nail. I think the Clippers get penalized big time. Probably even, man, they're probably going to have to go back and look at everything. And if they are, see that if they're over the cap, that's a shitload of money they're going to have to pay in penalties. Clippers going to get hit hard. Psych. Yeah, their picks and everything for sure. NBA move on time. Yeah. I think that's going to be they're going to have to make an example. If everything comes out, everything stays the course, like I said earlier, something's going to happen. Something's got to happen. Kawhi Leonard and Uncle Dennis smoked all them trees.
What the fuck?
Oh, my God, yeah. Are we talking about the same trees that were supposed to be planted, JC? Are they special leaf trees? I see what I did there. See what I did there? Or they special leaf trees, man. Barring this ends up true, how much worse do the Clippers franchise imagine get from Donald Sterling to now this? And great point on that, man, because you went from Donald Sterling, which was the Blake Griffin era, with the racist comments, with Donald Sterling making, Ballmer buying the team. Now this coming out. I mean, again, like you said, this all ends up true. The Clippers franchise is is definitely snake bit, and that's not a very good thing for the Clippers, man. LOL for Leha, but more than likely, Adam Silver is running all the scenarios with LeBron, the real NBA commissioner. Yeah, man. Yeah, LeBron has his hands in everything here. You get it too fast. Eddie's in here. Hey, really quick subject change, but do you think when they build the new arena, we finally get statues out in front? I will say this, when it comes to statues for Project Marvel, again, I think it gets done, obviously. I think, when talking about it, I think go back way back when we talked about this a long time ago before all the fireworks happened recently. We said it was going to be a tough sell, and the crowd that was a tough sell was my generation and older, and those are the same type of people you see that are against Project Marvel. I will say this much: where Project Marvel is, it's lack of information all around. You have a mayor and a couple of councilmen that are, obviously against Project Marvel, but that's the problem with society today is a lot of people believe what's on the internet. A lot of people believe what, their leaders are telling them, not mayors and, congressmen, yada, yada, yada. Everybody believes that instead of just really doing the research on everything. So I think that it's going to happen. It's going to be a tough sell. I think it's going to be a close vote on everything. People got to win over my generation, which if I had a vote in it, I'd vote yes for it. Now knowing a lot of the information out there, I would definitely vote yes for it, but I don't have a vote anymore. But for your question, Eddie, yeah, I think Project Marvel gets built. You're going to see some statues out there. Obviously, the three statues you want to go with right off the bat are Gervin, Robinson, and Duncan. You'll probably get a Pop statue out there. Yeah, you can go Manu and Tony as well. But the three guys that you really want to immortalize first would be George Gervin, David Robinson, Tim Duncan. I mean, those three guys should get a statue right away. Honestly, I would even like with Project Marvel, with the new arena getting built. I'd love, and hey, it's so minute, but I think actually doing a better job of hanging the jerseys in the rafter and doing, a better job of presenting them. I don't know, man. When I've been to the SBC and I've covered, the Frost Bank Center, and I've covered Spurs games, I look up and yeah, it's, it's like a drawing of a jersey. I mean, I think they can be represented a lot better when it comes to that. But again, that's my own personal thing. I've never really liked it, at all, the way that they're hanging up there. I've always felt they could be a lot better when it comes to retirement. We only have a few numbers retired. We're not the Lakers or the Celtics where we have, 65 people retired in the Raptors up there. So yeah, they will get statues. Pop statue with a pet, comes with a pet donkey. Hope they don't use the D Wade statue guy. Holy shit, that was bad. Yeah. I sure as hell hope not, man. That D Wade statue was frightening. Frightening, man. Hopefully they don't use that at all. Spurs, Toronto, Lakers, all coming out talking about Kawhi Leonard endorsement requests. The league has a problem. Investigation is going to start reporting back, not just Kawhi Leonard. And that's what I'm going to get to. I got one more point before we go here. 2 points for Joel on that one. Definitely. Joel gets 2 points. We'll give him the 2 points on that one, JC. There's one. There's two. Okay, so we got Rock back in here. I think the biggest question is, if Project Marvel works out, what's going to be the name of the new arena? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let the fans name the new arena for all I give a damn. I don't really care. I mean, it is what it is. It's going to go to the highest bidder on naming rights, man. For all we know, Taco Cabana could win it. It could be the Taco Cabana arena or something. So I don't know. Jacob was saying Dell. Dell probably could. Dell Arena. Probably so. I don't know. Why don't we do? I don't know. Why don't we get Gilbert's Taco House to name it? Gilbert's Arena. Shout out to those out there that know that Gilbert Arena joke was there. Not very funny. Pika Pika Arena or we riot. I love Pika Pika Arena. Definitely that. Got to get La Taqueria de Jalisco on Bandera de 46 in La Calle de Guadalupe Arena. I mean, we can do something like that. I mean, who knows? It's going to be some endorsement name, that is for sure. Traderville, I was just going to say Trader Village Arena. That could be definitely a good one there. Special Leaf Arena, no show jobs for everyone. Oh, wait. Yeah, I mean, that may not be a good thing on that one, man. May not be a good thing on that. Getting the last point I wanted to make here was this. I love this one, man. Mama Margie's Fieldhouse. That would be a good one. Why don't we get Burger Boy in here? Burger Boy needs to throw their hat in the name for the arena here. When you look at the big picture, guys, and this is Sweep the League's, final thought. I can't. Leha, you seeing this? Susio's Arena. Can we put get a little barbecue going, get a plate sale going? Susio's Arena, that would be amazing right there. Sweep the League's final thought here. Brought to you by MCS General Contracting, proud sponsors of Sweep the League. And this is our final thought here on Sweep the League. He loves Susio's Arena. I love it too. When you look at the Kawhi Leonard thing, everything that came out today, you take Ballmer, you take Kawhi Leonard. The comment that I made earlier, part of it was, how do we know other owners haven't done this? It sucks because how do we know the Spurs couldn't have done something on the side like this? Of course you're going to get caught. I'm throwing about the getting caught part. But with extra money, extra sponsorship or whatever coming in, I'm going to use the Micah Parsons deal. The Cowboys could have probably kept Micah Parsons had they were able to stay under the cap and have an extra source of income coming in on the side door. How many teams have missed out on keeping their best players because of the salary cap? Salary cap is meant to control the playing field. Baseball doesn't have it quite yet. But the salary cap is meant to control the playing field in majority of the sports. The thing is this. How many teams have lost out on potential titles, potential success because they couldn't keep their best players because of two words, salary cap? The NBA penalizes you for going over the salary cap. They added a first apron. They added a second apron. They added all that shit, just like Charles Barkley would say. They added all that so you fools can play on each other's team, so they can go above and beyond to pay you to join your friends. The NBA makes it so easy for you. It makes it so easy for their players to put their own AAU basketball teams together. A league where David Stern made it tough, made it fair, didn't allow teams to just, and not just him. Players didn't want to play, on the same team. They were competitors. But David Stern made it fair. He made it to the point where, he loved the league. He felt like the league was perfect. Yeah, the Chris Paul thing. That can come up, him going to Lakers, owners were not in agreement. He kept it 100%. Adam Silver makes this league that much more laughable. Well, you go over the cap, we're going to penalize you. Well, you know what? There's a first apron. Well, guess what? You know what? That first apron. Oh, Braun, you want to be able to, add Luca, add this, add this, add that. We're going to add a second apron. When does it stop? When does it stop? Now you've got teams, again, if this all comes out, you have a team who is bringing in money through the back door so they can stay under the cap, yet keep a player happy. You give a person an inch, they're going to take a mile. Everything needs to be looked at. It's not fair that players get to dictate where they go. The league has to, not dictate where they go, but the league has to continue to add ways to allow players to make tons of cash, go wherever they want to play in the NBA. Then you look at leagues like the NFL. Again, if Jerry had that legal partnership, as Rock just said a little while ago, that extra money could have kept Micah in Dallas. Would have been a no-brainer. When does it stop? It's only one league. It's the NBA. Again, baseball, I don't put it in there. But it's one league, the NBA. All the corrupt shit is coming from one league right now. And that's why nobody wants to watch it anymore. It's not my NBA. It's not the NBA I grew up with. It's very tough sell these days. Because you're making it easy for players to go wherever. And now owners are finding ways to get under the cap, to not have to report anything. When does it stop? If this comes out, this whole league needs to be looked at. Get rid of the apron. Make it a hard salary cap. You go over the cap, you get close to the first apron. How do you make your money back? Ticket sales go up. Because why? The prices go up on tickets. Everything goes up. The fans lose. Because that $80 ticket became $150, $140. But because you love that team so much, you're going to pay any price to watch them. Make it fair across the board. Not every owner has Ballmer money. Not every owner has Jerry money. But even Jerry knows that he's got to play by the rules. Because if he didn't, Micah would still be a Cowboy. It's got to be fair across the board. Comments here. Holy shit, Rocky is a damn genius for Sucios. JC says plate sales to buy the naming rights to the internet is the most brutal shit I've heard all day. Apparently Anthony's Knicks are next for Pablo. I'm thinking, yeah. Oh, wow. Well, we're going to have to check on that. Hopefully Anthony doesn't get mad. Without a cap, we get the mess that baseball has with the teams that simply can't or won't compete with their checkbooks. Then we get the damn Dodgers and Yankees over and over again. You're technically getting that with the NBA because they just keep adding this apron. Now, you know what? We're going to have a 5th and 6th apron. You don't want to go over that because if you do, then no, tisk, tisk, tisk. Don't be doing that. But you can still kind of get there. We're not going to penalize you. If you keep adding ways for guys to just compete with each other, play in the same team, you're going to get MLB all over again. Serious question. Do you envision the big name stars teams creating partnerships like NIL, which could save money for their players? Louis Vuitton pays Wemby X amount and Spurs save money. No, I don't. The thing is it's marketing, it's advertising. These guys can do that on their own. They can do it on their own. Louis Vuitton wants to pay Wemby. Cool. Let him pay Wemby. He gets $40 million a year. Louis Vuitton wants to pay him another $10 million. Cool. That's extra money for him. Has nothing to do with partnerships. Nothing to do. If they want Louis Vuitton, you can come in, you can be a sponsor for the Spurs, put up $25 million, keep costs low for ticket prices. Something's got to go back to the fans, man. It really does. Yeah, you know what? San Antonio's not going to pay for the new arena by the citizens and the taxpayers. But those ticket prices are going to go high. You think Spurs Sports Entertainment is like, we'll put $1.3 billion up. And you know what? We're not going to make any of it back. We're going to keep everything the same. Bullshit. Prices are going to go up. I don't want to hear the bullshit about people talking about, well, you know, you just got to have more money and you know this and people are complaining about ticket prices now. I'm not complaining. I don't go to Spurs games. Unless I'm covering the game, I'm not walking into that arena. So I'm not complaining about it. I'm just making it known for the people that do go to the games, that enjoy the games. Spend what you want to spend. I don't care. It ain't my money. But prices will go up. They're going to make their money back somehow. You don't start a business. You don't invest in something without expecting a return. So for people to think, well, no, ticket prices aren't going to go up. Should we ask Maury about that?
Detector test determined that was a lie.
It was a lie. Ticket prices will go up. WNBA players like, what the fuck? Well, yeah, I mean, that's a whole nother show right there. Legal partnership is what I'm saying. No. I mean, it's got to go back to the team. Hopefully the team trickles it down to the fans. But, you know, it is what it is. Good point, Joel. Just watch the All-Star game. It's bad. Well, everything is bad in the NBA, man. It's very unwatchable, to be honest with you. Very unwatchable. The NBA is the only league that's run by its players. I will not argue with that. Do you boycott by not attending, watching rip streams, and not buying merch? I don't buy. Really, I'm going to be 100% real with you guys. If I go to an NBA game, it's just out of the blue. My family wants to go. We'll go. I don't mind it. I just don't make the attempt to go to a whole lot of NBA games. It's not the same experience as it was back in the day. This NBA, I watch it from time to time. I am not married to it like I was back in the day, but I do cover it. I do enjoy watching some teams play. I enjoy watching some players play. Really, I just wait till the playoffs, to be honest with you. That's when I think everything gets good. But I'm not going out of my way to go to an actual game. So stream, I don't even, you know what? It's not even worth my time trying to rip, StreamEast or whatever, trying to watch games through illegal streaming sites. Not even worth my time at all. So yeah, I don't even do nothing like that. I had JC personally, I had already stopped watching because of Pop's personal political agenda trickled into the Spurs press conference. That was just gross. Heard a lot of people say that. Optic NBA is being used as a money laundering whitewashing operation. Am I wrong? I have no comment on that because I don't know. I can see where you're coming with that, but I've got no comment on that right now. Don't worry, Rudy. If I win the Mega Millions, I will buy suites for all the STL family. Oh my God.
Give me a hell yeah.
Woo! Well, that one, man. I appreciate that. That'd be awesome. 100% agree. I know the Spurs are promising a certain amount of affordable tickets, but if the Spurs succeed more by the time the arena is built, it's going to be catered to upper middle class. That's what I'm saying. I think if I'm not mistaken, Jeff Garcia said there would be like 500 tickets for $25, but the rest are going to be up in prices. Again, it's all investment. I hate to hear people talking about, Spurs fans talking about, well, if, people are bitching about tickets. Well, you're fucking right. People are going to bitch about tickets because a brand new arena paid majority by the ownership. It's not free. It's not free. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost the fans. Money will be made back. It's an investment. It's their investment. Kawhi Leonard situation, more will be coming out, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to have to keep our eye on that as well. We got the rest of the week. NFL starts tomorrow. Eagles and Cowboys. Oh, my. We'll get into probably some. We'll definitely get our pick'ems in. Hopefully by Friday, we'll get our pick'ems. Friday should be college football pick'em. And then we'll probably drop NFL. We'll see if we can do both on Friday if we have an opportunity to do that for week 1 NFL, week 2 of the college football season. It's going to be a great football season. Everybody enjoy the game tomorrow. Sweep the league right now. I know I won't be on tomorrow. If Jacob and maybe Sith want to do a sweep the league for you guys tomorrow, by all means, we can get them to do it. Maybe Jacob and Anthony, or maybe just Jacob will run a sweep for you guys tomorrow. But I won't be on the air. We'll see. We'll keep everybody updated on what's going on. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat. Appreciate everybody that joined us here live on the stream tonight. You guys are the real heroes out there. You are the real ones, man. It's because of you guys that Sweep the League is doing amazing things. We got a whole lot more to announce. Shout out to MCS General Contracting, as well as a new sponsor that's going to be named later on this week. Can't wait to make that announcement. So appreciate everybody joining us here tonight. Game time ticket out. Wait till tip off. Get tickets for like 50% off the price. Check that out. Raiders and Patriots. Let's go, Pats. That's going to be a good game. People may not like that. People may think that's going to be boring. That's actually a hell of a game. Makes me wish I had the NFL Sunday ticket, but I don't have 10 paychecks to pay for an NFL Sunday ticket. So I wish these are the times I wish I could stream, football for free and illegally somewhere. I need Jacob proof. I need Jacob proof of life. Rudy, tell me Cowboys are winning. Please give me that. I'm sorry, Rock. The Cowboys, they're not winning tomorrow. And I know you haven't been on the stream lately, but they are actually my 4th team in that division. They're dead last. Sorry, Rock. I hate to end the show on that note and make you upset, but love you, man. Love everybody out there. Again, thank you for being a part of us here at Sweep the League. For Derek Irvin, for Coach Gio, for Jacob and Anthony over at Grading the Market, for Plead the Sith's own, the Darth Lord himself, like that. Elias, Grading the Market, and Plead the Sith will be back again either this weekend or next week as well. Shout out to everybody involved with Sweep the League Network. Shout out to JD White, who's going to be coming over. Austin Hartsfield, Painting Corner Zone podcast. Austin Hartsfield, as well as everybody else who's going to be joining the network here very, very soon. Thank you, everybody, for support. Continued support. We will see you guys very, very soon. Until we sweep the league again, we'll see you later, knuckleheads.